Get ready for an amazing adventure. In this video, we're going to show you 11 important things you need to quietly cut out of your life. We invite you to actively join us on this journey, share your thoughts on each topic we cover, and stick around till the end of the video. A journey of learning and growth awaits you. The next few moments are your chance to deeply reflect and better understand who you are. We believe the lessons we're going to share will enlighten and change your life. Let's get started. First point, dealing with people who hurt you. Navigating the emotional landscape when dealing with individuals who have caused you pain is crucial for maintaining your mental health and well-being. You do not need to justify your feelings or reactions to those who have inflicted this pain. Engaging in arguments or lengthy explanations with individuals who display consistently poor behavior or attitudes often proves futile and can exacerbate emotional distress. When someone disappoints or hurts you, particularly if this individual was once held in high esteem, it is best to choose a path of dignified silence. Seeking explanations or attempting to reason with someone who has demonstrated a lack of respect for you can lead to further heartache. Instead, focus on your personal growth and emotional recovery. Cultivate resilience by fostering self-compassion and surrounding yourself with supportive relationships that uplift and validate your feelings. There may come a time when the person who hurt you seeks assistance or re-entry into your life. It is important to remember that you are not obligated to open your life to someone who has previously caused you significant emotional pain. A simple no can be a complete sentence in such situations. You have every right to protect your emotional space and refuse interactions that feel unsafe or unwelcome. Avoiding conflicts with those who have hurt you does not mean ignoring the impact they had on your life. Rather, it means choosing to not engage in further negative interactions that could delay your healing process. By quietly removing yourself from the toxic influence of such individuals and focusing on your own needs, you allow yourself the space to heal. Over time, the absence of these hurtful interactions will help demonstrate to both you and them the consequences of their actions. In essence, handling those who hurt you is about honoring your boundaries and recognizing your worth. It's about acknowledging that while you cannot control the actions of others, you can control how you respond and who you allow in your life. This self-respect and self-care are fundamental to moving forward and finding peace. Second point, unnecessary goals. As you navigate the journey of life, it's crucial to evaluate the goals that serve your highest good and those that detract from it. Sometimes, the aspirations we set for ourselves, though ambitious, may not truly align with our deeper values or current realities. It's essential to recognize when certain goals become superfluous, those that no longer contribute to your growth or fulfillment, but instead drain your energy and distract from more meaningful pursuits. To effectively manage your ambitions, it's important to conduct regular self-assessments. Reflect on whether each goal still makes sense in the context of your life's direction and personal development. Are these goals driving you towards a genuine sense of achievement, or are they relics of what you or others thought you should achieve? Goals can often become outdated as our lives change and evolve, and what was once important may no longer hold the same weight. Once you identify goals that no longer serve you, the next step is to disengage from them quietly and strategically. This doesn't mean giving up on achievement, but rather refining your focus to engage more deeply with objectives that resonate with your current aspirations and identity. Letting go of unnecessary goals allows you to redirect your resources, time, energy, and attention towards areas that will yield the most impact and personal satisfaction. The process of shedding these non-essential goals should be done discreetly to maintain strategic advantage and personal harmony. Publicly discarding goals can sometimes lead to external pressures or misunderstandings. Instead, tactfully adjust your plans behind the scenes, keeping your focus sharp and your intentions clear. This method ensures that you stay aligned with your core values while adapting flexibly to life's changes. In essence, eliminating superfluous goals is not about diminishing ambition, but about honing it. It involves making conscious choices that streamline your path and amplify your efforts where they count the most. By focusing on what truly matters, you cultivate a life that not only looks successful on the outside, but also feels profoundly fulfilling on the inside. Third point, keeping relationships confidential. The realm of personal relationships, whether platonic or romantic, holds a profound impact on our lives. Each relationship we nurture shapes our experiences and contributes to our growth. In respecting these bonds, it is paramount to maintain the confidentiality and sanctity of our interactions within them. Discussing the intricate details of a relationship's end or ongoing issues publicly can compromise the privacy and dignity of all involved. Maintaining discretion when a relationship ends is not about secrecy, but about respect for the shared experiences and the other person's privacy. Whether a relationship concludes due to misunderstandings, differences, or other personal reasons, the nuances of these endings are best kept between the individuals directly involved. Broadcasting these details can lead to misinterpretations, unwarranted judgments, and unnecessary gossip, which may exacerbate the situation and hinder the healing process for both parties. Moreover, holding the details of your relationships close fosters a sense of trust and security within your social circles. It signals to others that you value discretion and are trustworthy, traits that are highly valued in both personal and professional relationships. When conflicts arise, instead of seeking validation or advice from outsiders, consider addressing issues directly with the person involved or through mediation if necessary. This direct approach often resolves misunderstandings more effectively and preserves the integrity of the relationship. In cases where emotional burdens are heavy and a perspective outside the relationship is needed, choose a confidant wisely, someone who is impartial, respects your privacy, and can provide constructive feedback without adding to the drama. This method ensures that your emotional well-being is supported while still respecting the privacy of the relationship dynamics. Ultimately, treating relationship details with care and respect not only protects your emotional health, but also upholds the respect and affection that once defined the relationship, regardless of its current status. By fostering a habit of confidentiality and respect, you create a foundation of trust and integrity in all your relationships, which encourages mutual respect and understanding among everyone involved. Fourth point, during periods of tension. During periods of heightened tension, whether in personal relationships, professional environments, or daily interactions, managing your emotional displays becomes critical. Maintaining composure not only aids in resolving conflicts effectively, but also protects your mental health and preserves relationships. When faced with stressful situations, it's natural to experience a surge in emotions such as frustration or anger. However, displaying these emotions excessively in public settings can have detrimental effects. It can undermine your credibility, strain relationships, and close off avenues for constructive dialogue. Instead, channeling these emotions towards productive outcomes can transform a potentially negative situation into an opportunity for personal growth and problem resolution. To manage emotions constructively, start by acknowledging your feelings without judgment. Recognize that while emotions are valid, The ways they are expressed can significantly impact the outcomes of tense situations. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a moment to breathe and assess the situation calmly. This pause allows you to respond more thoughtfully and effectively. Practical strategies for managing emotional displays include redirecting your energy towards activities that can help dissipate tension. Engage in physical exercise. Practice relaxation techniques such as deep breathing or meditation, or focus on tasks that require concentration and provide a sense of accomplishment. These activities not only help in regulating your emotions, but also improve your ability to handle stress in the long term. Additionally, maintain a proactive approach by preparing for potential stresses. Anticipate situations that could lead to tension and plan your responses in advance. By doing so, you can stay in control of your reactions and navigate challenging interactions with greater ease and effectiveness. However, it's important to proceed with discretion and awareness. Avoid making rash decisions or statements in the heat of the moment that you might later regret. If the situation allows, step back and take the time you need to cool down before addressing the issue. This strategy ensures that when you do engage, you do so with clarity and purpose, aiming for resolution rather than escalation. Ultimately, managing your emotional responses during tense periods isn't about suppressing your feelings, but rather about handling them in ways that foster resilience and constructive outcomes. By doing so, you not only enhance your personal well-being, but also contribute positively to the environments you are part of. Fifth point, avoid sharing your judgments. In our interactions with others, it is essential to be mindful of the judgments we form and the comments we make about people. Sharing negative judgments or criticisms can damage relationships, contribute to a toxic environment, and diminish our own credibility and character in the eyes of others. When you feel compelled to express a judgment about someone, it's important to first pause and reflect on the motivation behind your urge to speak. Are these thoughts necessary or beneficial? Do they contribute positively to your environment, or do they simply serve to vent frustrations? Often, we may find that our desire to share critical thoughts stems from our own biases, insecurities, or misunderstandings. Choosing to withhold negative judgments is not about suppressing honest opinions, but rather about exercising discretion and empathy. By not vocalizing harmful opinions, you promote a more positive and supportive atmosphere. This restraint helps maintain harmony within your social or professional circles and allows for more constructive and meaningful interactions. Instead of speaking negatively, consider addressing concerns directly with the individuals involved when appropriate. This direct communication can resolve misunderstandings and strengthen relationships rather than weaken them with behind-the-back criticisms. If direct conversation is not possible or suitable, seeking to understand different perspectives or simply choosing to let go of trivial grievances can be more beneficial in maintaining peace and respect. Encouraging a culture of openness and positivity begins with our own actions and words. By consciously choosing to focus on the positive aspects of others and offering constructive feedback when necessary, we contribute to a more empathetic and understanding community. This approach not only fosters personal growth, but also builds a foundation of trust and respect that enhances all relationships. In summary, avoiding the sharing of judgments involves a mindful assessment of our motivations, a strategic approach to communication, and a commitment to fostering a supportive environment. It requires us to be intentional in our interactions, ensuring that our contributions are beneficial and uplifting, not just for others, but also for our own personal integrity and growth. Sixth point, avoid constantly comparing yourself to others. In our interconnected and often highly visible social environments, It's easy to fall into the trap of constantly comparing ourselves to others, whether it's through social media feeds, workplace achievements, or personal milestones. These comparisons can quickly lead to feelings of inadequacy, jealousy, or dissatisfaction with our own lives. However, it is crucial to recognize that each individual's path is unique, and such comparisons are not only unhelpful, but can be detrimental to our mental health and self-esteem. Constantly measuring our own progress against others' highlights overlooks the fact that everyone faces their own struggles and challenges, many of which remain unseen. By focusing on what others appear to have achieved, we risk undervaluing our own accomplishments and the unique journey we are on. This can lead to a distorted perception of success and personal worth, which is often based on arbitrary or superficial standards. To combat the tendency to compare, it is important to cultivate a mindset of gratitude and self-appreciation. Regularly acknowledging your own achievements, no matter how small, can reinforce a sense of self-worth that is not dependent on external validation. Practicing gratitude for what you have, rather than lamenting what you lack, shifts the focus from comparison to appreciation, which is fundamental for long-term happiness and contentment. Moreover, setting personal goals based on your values and aspirations, rather than societal expectations or competitive impulses, can help guide your efforts and maintain your focus on what truly matters to you. This approach ensures that your achievements are aligned with your personal sense of purpose and fulfillment, rather than a reaction to peer pressure or societal norms. Engaging in activities that foster your skills and passions can also help you disconnect from the compulsion to compare. By investing time and energy in what genuinely brings you joy and satisfaction, you create a richer, more fulfilling life that stands on its own merits, not one that is constantly measured against others. Finally, it's important to surround yourself with supportive relationships that affirm your worth and encourage your genuine self-expression. Being part of a community that values individuality and personal growth can reinforce the notion that everyone's journey is different and that each person brings unique contributions to the world. By consciously shifting away from habitual comparisons and embracing a more self-affirming perspective, you not only enhance your own well-being, but also contribute to a healthier, more supportive environment for everyone around you. Seventh point, conscious use of social media. Social media, while an incredible tool for connectivity and information, can also become a double-edged sword when it comes to personal well-being and productivity. Mindful consumption of social media is crucial to ensure that it enriches rather than detracts from our lives. Without a conscious approach, it's easy to fall into patterns of endless scrolling, comparison, and exposure to negativity, all of which can skew our perception of reality and affect our mental health. To cultivate a healthier relationship with social media, start by reflecting on your usage patterns. Assess how much time you spend on these platforms and the quality of that time. Is your social media use primarily passive, or does it actively engage you in meaningful ways? Passive consumption, especially of idealized content, can foster feelings of inadequacy and dissatisfaction. Instead, strive to engage with content that inspires, educates, and uplifts. Setting specific goals for social media use can also transform your experience. Define what you hope to gain from your time online, be it connecting with friends and family, gathering news, or following educational content, and use these goals to guide your interactions. This purpose-driven approach helps minimize wasted time and ensures that your activities online enhance your personal and professional life. It's also beneficial to curate your social media feeds to better reflect your values and interests. Unfollow or mute accounts that trigger negative emotions or do not add value to your day. This simple act of curation can significantly improve the quality of information you consume and reduce the stress associated with navigating toxic or irrelevant content. Furthermore, consider implementing designated times to check social media rather than allowing it to interrupt your day continually. Scheduled times reduce the habit of checking your phone impulsively, which can fragment your attention and reduce your overall productivity. By compartmentalizing your social media use, you can reclaim control over your time and focus on more pressing tasks without distraction. Lastly, it's important to periodically take breaks from social media to reconnect with the physical world. Regular digital detoxes help reset your engagement patterns and reduce dependency. These breaks can be particularly rejuvenating, offering time to reflect, engage in hobbies, or simply enjoy the company of others without digital interference. By adopting a more conscious approach to social media, you not only safeguard your mental health, but also enhance your capacity to engage with the digital world in a way that is aligned with your broader life goals. This mindful engagement ensures that social media remains a tool for positive connection and personal growth rather than a source of stress or discontent. Eighth point, the pursuit of external approval. Seeking validation and approval from others is a natural human inclination rooted in our social nature and desire for acceptance. However, when the pursuit of external approval becomes a primary driver of our actions and self-esteem, it can lead to a fragile sense of self-worth and hinder our ability to make authentic decisions. Constantly looking outward for affirmation can trap us in a cycle of dependency, where our happiness and confidence are contingent on the fluctuating opinions of others. To shift away from this dependency, it's essential to cultivate a strong inner foundation of self-acceptance and self-assurance. Begin by reflecting on your values and principles. What truly matters to you, independent of societal expectations or popular opinion. Aligning your actions with these core beliefs creates a sense of integrity and authenticity that does not rely on external validation. Practicing self-reflection regularly can also help you understand and appreciate your own accomplishments and growth, regardless of external recognition. Celebrate your personal victories and learn from your challenges without comparing them to the achievements or approvals of others. This fosters a robust internal validation system that supports your mental and emotional well-being. Building confidence in your own judgments and abilities is another crucial step. Often, the need for external approval stems from self-doubt and uncertainty about our capabilities. By setting small, achievable goals and working towards them, you can gradually build confidence and trust in your ability to make decisions and achieve success on your own terms. Additionally, it is important to surround yourself with supportive relationships that encourage your authenticity rather than diminish it. Seek out friends, family members, and colleagues who appreciate and respect your true self and who provide constructive feedback that is aimed at your growth rather than merely appeasing you. Finally, learning to handle criticism constructively is vital in overcoming the need for universal approval. Not all feedback will be positive, and not all criticism is meant to be harmful. By learning to differentiate between constructive criticism and negative feedback, you can take useful insights to heart without letting undue criticism undermine your self-esteem. By focusing on internal rather than external approval, you empower yourself to live a life that is true to your own values and aspirations. This shift not only enhances your personal happiness and fulfillment, but also attracts genuine relationships and opportunities that resonate with your authentic self. Ninth point, the way we handle relationships. The manner in which we manage our relationships, whether they are friendships, familial ties, or romantic partnerships, significantly influences not just our personal happiness, but also the well-being of those involved. Relationships are dynamic and require careful handling, especially during transitions or conflicts. Respecting the privacy and boundaries of each relationship is crucial. When a relationship faces challenges or comes to an end, how we handle the situation can leave lasting impressions and affect future interactions. Discretion and sensitivity in discussing relationship issues ensure that personal matters are resolved with dignity, preserving the respect and trust that was built over time. It is important to approach relationship issues with empathy and understanding. Taking the time to listen actively and respond thoughtfully can prevent misunderstandings and build stronger connections. Communication should always be open and honest, but also considerate of the other person's feelings and perspectives. This balanced approach fosters a supportive environment where both parties feel heard and valued. In times of conflict, strive to address issues directly with the person involved, rather than involving outsiders who may not fully understand the complexities of the relationship or could contribute to spreading rumors. This direct approach not only protects the privacy of the relationship, but also provides a clearer path to resolution. When a relationship undergoes a change, such as a breakup or a cooling-off period, it is essential to handle transitions gracefully. Acknowledging the role each person played and expressing gratitude for the shared experiences can help both parties move forward with positivity. If the relationship ends, focusing on self-reflection and growth rather than fault-finding allows for personal development and healing. Moreover, setting clear boundaries is key to maintaining healthy relationships. Clearly communicating your needs and limits helps prevent resentments and misunderstandings. It also empowers both individuals to interact in ways that are respectful and considerate of each other's well-being. Encouraging a culture of mutual respect and understanding within all your relationships creates a foundation for lasting bonds. This involves recognizing and appreciating the unique contributions of each individual, celebrating differences, and finding common ground through shared values and goals. By nurturing a thoughtful and empathetic approach to handling relationships, you not only enhance your own relational skills, but also contribute to a broader culture of respect and kindness. This proactive and considerate handling of relationships not only facilitates personal growth, but also strengthens the social fabric, making interactions more meaningful and rewarding. 10th point, letting go of unrealistic expectations. Unrealistic expectations can be a major source of stress and disappointment in our lives. Often, we set high standards for ourselves, our relationships, and our achievements based on idealized versions of reality, influenced by societal pressures, media portrayals, or personal aspirations. While striving for excellence is commendable, adhering rigidly to unattainable standards can lead to frustration, self-doubt, and a persistent sense of failure. The first step in letting go of unrealistic expectations is to acknowledge their presence and understand their origins. Are these expectations truly your own, or have they been imposed by external influences such as family, peers, or cultural norms? This introspection can help distinguish between what is genuinely important to you and what is not. Once identified, begin to reframe these expectations realistically. Set achievable goals that align with your actual capabilities, resources, and life circumstances. This doesn't mean lowering your standards, but rather setting targets that are challenging yet attainable. By doing so, you create opportunities for success and satisfaction, rather than setting yourself up for inevitable disappointment. It's also vital to practice self-compassion as you adjust your expectations. Recognize that everyone has limits, and it's okay not to be perfect. Celebrate your efforts and progress, even if the outcome isn't exactly as you envisioned. This positive reinforcement can build resilience and encourage a healthier, more balanced approach to personal and professional ambitions. Moreover, communicating your revised expectations with others can help manage their anticipations of you, reducing external pressures and misunderstanding. Clear communication ensures that your relationships are supportive and your interactions are devoid of unrealistic demands from one another. Finally, embracing flexibility in your expectations allows you to adapt more readily to life's unpredictable nature. Life is dynamic, and being open to change can lead to unexpected paths of personal growth and fulfillment. This adaptability can not only ease the pressure of rigid expectations, but also open up new possibilities that you might not have previously considered. By consciously letting go of unrealistic expectations, you invite more peace and contentment into your life. You allow yourself to experience the present more fully, appreciate the journey, and find joy in the progress, no matter the pace or direction. 11th point, participation in gossip and the spread of negativity. In this segment, we'll explore how choosing to distance ourselves from these behaviors can not only improve our state of mind, but also enrich the quality of our relationships. Imagine every word we speak as a seed we plant in the garden of our lives and the lives of others. When we choose words of support, encouragement, and positivity, we plant seeds of kindness and understanding. Conversely, when we engage in gossip or negative talk, we're planting weeds of misunderstandings, distrust, and conflict. Participating in gossip may seem harmless or even a form of social connection, but in reality, it's a two-way street that leads to disrespect and devaluing others and ourselves. Moreover, by focusing on negativity, we feed a mindset that obscures our ability to see the good and positive around us. So how can we veer off this road and choose a more positive path? First, it's important to be aware of the conversations we partake in. When a dialogue begins to veer into gossip or unnecessary criticism, try gently changing the subject or highlighting something positive about the person or situation in question. Additionally, practice empathy. Before speaking or sharing something about someone, ask yourself, would I want this to be said about me? This simple question can be a powerful guide to keeping our conversations respectful and constructive. Another important step is to cultivate a positive environment around you. Surround yourself with people who also value positivity and authenticity in interactions. Together, you can create a culture of mutual respect and support. Lastly, remember that change starts with you. By choosing not to partake in gossip and negativity, you're not only protecting your own integrity, but also setting an example for others. By adopting these principles in our lives, we can cultivate a more positive, empathetic, and resilient mindset, contributing to more genuine personal growth and more meaningful interpersonal relationships. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell to be notified of new videos, and of course, leave your like and comment. I'll leave 2 more videos that will appear on your screen now. Enjoy your journey of wisdom.